guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are playing some Doki Literature Club. So, let's open the game. Make sure I don't mute it. This game is not suitable for children. Got that. Alright! Here's the girlies. Hi girlies! Absolutely adorable. I love them. I've been such a fan of this game since it came out. So, let's get into this. New game. What is my name? Candy. Yes. Hey you. Yes, you. You there. Hi. Do you have boring, lame clothes? Do you have absolutely no friends because you're not funky fresh? Well, take a look at this. Go ahead, open it. Take a look inside there. What is it you find? A paper. What is on this paper? It's an amazing thank you card from Helenia Nightmare! Yeah! Here at this shop, you'll be able to purchase some funky looking clothes. Go ahead and give it a try. Yeah. Look at that. Here on this fun, edgy, and alternative shop, there are different prints you can choose from, sizes ranging from small to 3X. It's time to redo the wardrobe and pick different styles and colors. Get yours now at Helena Nightmare on Etsy for aesthetic, alternative clothing for spooky baddies. Link below. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it kind of just works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more, and more frequently I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Candy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commune. By the way, Candy, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining in any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively glow along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content just by just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried about you. How I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Actually, that's very true for me now. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I'd bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning to have this all planned out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere! Ah, Candy! What a surprise! Welcome to the Literature Club! All the words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! What are you looking at? Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have had a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Candy. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Candy. We made room for you at the table so you can... My brain just blanked. Come sit down, Candy. We made room for you at the table so you can sit down next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! What was that? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn in icing and cute little pieces of chocolate are used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were good at... I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Suri grabs the first one, then Monica and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full, and she has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe, but not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to relief. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid to answer this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the other major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Aha! Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing around the budget and the publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't know if I can really keep up with her level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Candy, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga! I muttered quietly, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's so obvious by the way her eyes lights up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'm a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror! Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind! That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems... Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I want to read everyone's poems! We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, the next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen our bond of the club. Isn't that right, Candy? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Candy! You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that I think with that we can officially end today's meeting with a good note. On a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over me once more. Candy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the star class Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety whelming up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat and Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Candy. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. All right. I hope it is something good, and I don't see Monica. That is scary. All right. Promise. Rose. Boop. Heart. Flying. Bubbles. Love. Bliss. Doki Doki. Vanilla. Essence. Whistles. Games. Poof. Smile. Amazing. Beauty. Fun. Flower. Charm. Okay. Okay. Alright. Hi again, Candy. Glad to see you didn't run away from us, haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else was already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Candy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on! Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too! I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys! Candy always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is messy and distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Candy can become good How come you and Candy can become good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sari seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put herself and me into. As usual, Sari seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri, you even brought something with you today. Oh! Even Yuri brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sari. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sari made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it, if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I'll look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sari and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried into a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is running around in the closet. Man, it looks like nobody wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening on Sari's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Huh? Well, we can't give up. The festival is our only chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So, it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak their creative minds. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What is this? Sari is taking this really serious. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Question mark? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Oh, you're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly! That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry! Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I just find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face smiling, filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for falling asleep like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. So it's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It is what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me, then you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days in the past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret! I know it. Come on! At least give me the benefit of the doubt. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair. It is sticking out all around here. Ah! I run my fingertips through the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush that. You really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try my best to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's ever gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you big needy! And you don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean! Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks on you, you'll change your mind. Ooh. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that! You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the bottom near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed that sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs are getting bigger again.
Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? It feels so stuffy.
Ugh. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew. That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms around... Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned,
then I will get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that?
And why are you saying
it like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take better care of me than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Ugh. I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying waking up a little earlier.
Only as you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we're really better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so.
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning?
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Monica suddenly calls out, "Why don't we share our poems we wrote now?"
Yay! Candy, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, Sam. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of those loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Ooh. Who should I share my poem? Who should I show my poem to first? Let's go with Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable with sharing. I am definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. Alright. She's my good friend after all.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Candy! I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer!
Sayori, you must be seriously overacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because you have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people. A lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a candy poem. And that's what it makes it, and that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest.
You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the club room.
Well, of course.
I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like what I said before, Candy. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's a part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay!
Now, you'll read my poem too, right?
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through the blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
That's beautiful. Sayori? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, I think we're gonna take a break from there. Let's quickly save. Let's save right here. Alright, well, we did quite a lot today. We met up with Sayori, we joined the literature club, and we wrote a poem, and we're showing it off to everyone now. And it's kind of weird that we had that little close moment with Sayori asking about her trying to keep up with her appearance and stuff, and trying to get her up and going in the mornings, and making her, I don't know, improve her well-being, I guess. That was really interesting. But yeah, anyway, I'm kind of excited to play the next part. We've been doing this for quite a bit now. So I think that's the end. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!